Well, hello everyone. Today I decided to make a longer video in honor to everyone who messaged me and gave me feedbacks. If you wonder why I didn't post a video last week, well, it's because I had issues with my internet provider. Anyway, today's countdown is about my top 10 favorite locations in Northrend. So for all of you who played during Wrath of the Lich King, you guys will feel a lot of nostalgia. I do hope this video will make you relive those journeys you made with your friends. For each countdown, I will try to explain in brief the lore behind those places. On this, feel free to leave a like and also other video ideas down in the comment section. Enjoy the video! Number 10. Gundrak. Gundrak shows how the Drakari Ice Troll Empire was massive. It is a 5-man dungeon with multiple bosses, which also contains the final boss for the Ice Trolls. This savage temple makes you feel how glorious the trolls were. Like most of the Northrend places, it have an outstanding soundtrack which blends really well in the troll capital. This temple is surrounded by multiple guard towers and a massive thick wall. It is located in Zul'Drak on the eastern part of Northrend. Number 9. Okay guys, get behind me on this one because it is an actual struggle to pronounce it. Anyway, it is called the Niffelem. The Niffelem is a huge icy formation located in the southern foothills of Storm Peaks. By the way, Storm Peaks is by far my favorite zone in Northrend. The developers obviously had a huge inspiration from the Northern mythology, and the Niffelem is most probably inspired from Niflheim, the Frost Realm. I remember questing there with 2 of my guildies when it was an actual struggle to grind up to level 80. Why did I choose this location? Well, simply put, it is because I really find it undervalued by the players for its creativity. I can't really find any significant lore pieces in that one, but I just find it really beautiful. Number 8. Grizzlemaw. Okay guys, this phrase was so hard to say I needed to do like 8 different cuts. Ready? Grizzlemaw is a civilization of furbolgs placed in the world tree Vordrasil. Okay, I got it this time. This giant tree that got destroyed by the druids who figured out the corruption of the old god Yogg-Saron was tainting it, which I will also make a separate video about him. Pieces of this tree can be found all over the western part of Grizzly Hills. And just like I said, Grizzlemaw is located in Grizzly Hills. Number 7. Alright guys, bear with me on this one because there's nothing much to say about it. It is called Utgarde and the Wyrmskull village. Utgarde Keep is a big tower outskirting the Wyrmskull village. It is a subzone in the Howling Fjord. It is recommended for level 70 and 72 parties. Right next to the tower there is multiple waterfalls and you can even see the Wyrmskull's bridge chilling in the background. Number 6. You may not agree on this one, but let's give it a shot, would ya? It is called the Nexus. If you know that, well, you know what I'm talking about. Most people who went there, well, they really remember that as a really bad instance. But nobody can argue the fact that it is impressive and very colorful. Well, if you like the color blue, that is. In overhaul, it is a very immersive place. Yes, even for the dungeon. But what do you expect? There's a lot of haters out there. Anyway, it is located in Caldara, Borean Tundra, for those who didn't know. Alright people, let's get to the badass stuff. Number 5. Scholazard Bassin Zone. Yes, this one is a full zone. This one is more of a personal one since I was amazed by the Utopia-like jungles, even if it is in Northrend. The lush green tropical forests are located in the western Northrend. If you're wondering lore-wise how it is a tropical forest in such a cold continent, well, it is due to multiple titanic pylons around the zone keeping it warmth. Even if it is right behind ICC, the Scourge cannot taint this land since those pylons are defending it. And also, man, I remember everything over there. The questing, the leveling, everything. It was so immersive. You should give it a shot instead of, I don't know, do some dungeons. You LFD scrubs. Number 4. Dalaran. Dalaran may be a city, but I never said I had restrictions in this countdown. This neutral city is by far in my top 3 RP places since I used to roll a mage. The flying city was originally located in Lordemere Lake on the Alterac mountain shore in the Eastern Kingdoms. When Arthas, aka the Lich King, started spreading his AIDS and actually become a threat, the Kirin Tor placed the city in Northrend to be right next to their friends, the Scourge. But since zombies can't really fly then, Dalaran is a pretty safe place. Dalaran's lore is pretty detailed, so I may do a video about it later on. I know I already said that, but nobody can deny how beautiful the music in Dalaran is. I mean, it's a flying city, how could you not like that? Number 3. Naxxramas. Unlike the other places I showcased, I've put Nax in my top 3 just for the feelings most players had while playing in this 25-man raid. It's like Call of Duty Zombies times 5. But in World of Warcraft, Naxxramas is a floating necropolis levitating over a small village, which was a great role-playing spot. You might realize I'm forcing the roleplay thingy upon you guys. Deal with it. Number 2. Alright, you might have guessed it, but yeah, it's Ulduar. Ulduar is the definition of the words epic and massive. She is among the biggest raids ever made to this date. Ulduar is one of the 5 titanic bases left behind on Azeroth. This was a huge experience in all the senses you can imagine. So for the lore part, you will need to know who the Utgardes are. These things are evil beings. They are one with Azeroth. Even if they are really bad and are making every mortal's life really hard, the Utgardes cannot be killed. What I mean by that is, if the events were to happen, Azeroth will collapse on itself and we're all gonna die. These evil beings are rooted into Azeroth and thus have to be contained underground. Here, Ulduar's meaning come into place. It is Naxxramas prison, which like I formerly said, I will detail in a future video. In brief, if you really want to make a friend get into World of Warcraft, just show him Ulduar and he will join your journey in no time. Now, before you get to number 1, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more WoW content and a lot more games coming up. Also, I'm gonna make sure to post videos every week. Thanks again. Number 1. Finally, Icecrown. The music, the battles, the stories, so much things happened around there that I don't even know where to begin. This zone is one of the most iconic places in Warcraft. Everyone dreamed of this place and only among the best of their time were able to accomplish the journey. I am obviously referring about pre-nerf ICC. I started playing World of Warcraft when Wrath of the Lich King launched, and when I got there, this was by far my biggest geek boat of my life. And it was so big I still have it, so yeah, that's how big it is. I don't know how many people got shivers just walking up the Wrath Gate from their first time. Icecrown Citadel was my first and favorite 25-man raid, and still is to this date. Everyone was ready to take on this epic expedition with your guild, although there is some rumor about players having Frostmourne, but I don't know if it's true. Alright guys, on this, I will end this video and feel free to leave some comments. Also, I am really sorry for that big delay because I had a lot of issues in real life because I kinda have a life, so yeah, I promise to get more content and see you guys.